Good morning, guys. On this foggy morning, I stayed at Wise Shelter last night, which had a bear box, which was nice since there's bear warnings in the area. But yeah, the camp didn't get visited by any bears, which was good. We did get a visit by some ponies at like 4:30 in the morning, which was kind of funny. You could hear them like neighing out there and kind of tramping around, but they didn't bother anybody. But yeah, I plan on doing like, I don't know, 18 to 20 miles today, and then tomorrow there's a town I can get off to resupply in, Marion, Virginia. So plan on going there. They run like a bus service, I guess, from this visitor center that I'm going to be running into for the Grayson, or for Mount Rogers, I think it is. I'm not sure if there's any more of the Grayson Highlands today, but I did get some good video yesterday. Also not sure if it's gonna rain today anyway, so but yeah, if there's anything worth seeing, I'll film it. So it just entered the Little Wilson Creek Wilderness. I'm not sure if this is part of the Grayson Highlands or not. I know it's not part of the state park, I don't think. I'm pretty sure we exited that. But anyway, Grayson Highlands has probably been one of my favorite sections. It's up there, probably equal with, maybe a little less than Roan Highlands. I liked the Roan Highlands because they were kind of, I don't know, they had like a real remote feel to them. Yesterday you could kind of see the lowlands and maybe some little towns and stuff like that from where we were. But there were some views where you couldn't see anything like that. There were also like a lot of power lines and stuff coming into Virginia. Not necessarily on the trail, but you could just see swaths cut out of the forest. So that kind of took away from it, but still an awesome section. The ponies are really cool. The babies are awesome. The little baby ponies. But yeah, we'll see what we see today. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm on top of now, but it's on top of it, it's just like flat pretty much. And it's foggy today, so if you look around, if there was no trail here, you'd have like no sense of direction if you didn't have a compass. I mean, I suppose you could see the sun where that is, but not sure how much that'll help throughout the day. Alright guys, just left some gap and there was some trail magic set up there, so I got orange, actually 2 oranges, because I took one to go, an apple, Mountain Dew. Could have stayed for a hot dog, but I didn't feel like waiting because actually they told me there was more trail magic up about 8 miles ahead. They're shuttling people back for a dinner, so probably gonna try to hit that up. So definitely excited for that. But yeah, check this cool bridge out. funny, they say the trail will provide, and Jesus, I was like so hungry before I hit that trail magic. And I mean, I didn't eat a lot, but the stuff I ate was like, my body must have been craving it, like the fruit, just probably the sugar, and just like, I don't know, something besides water and like dry food. But I'm definitely gonna eat whatever they have for dinner, so I just have to make 8 miles before, I think, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 they said they were shuttling people, so shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. But yeah. So just past Dickey Gap, probably a mile ago. That was where the shuttle was going to pick people up for the hiker feed. I actually decided to skip it though. It was, I mean, it's only like 3:30. They said shuttles will be provided afterwards, but I don't really want to be there for 3 hours. Like, I was really trying to do 20 at least today, if not more, because I'd like to get into Marion early tomorrow to resupply and kind of just hang out and eat some real food there. Plus, I already got some trail magic earlier, so I mean, I got one more night and then a resupply with town food. Hopefully, I might even stay overnight in Marion. We'll see, depending on what's available. But yeah, another reason is, I mean, there's a ton of people going there, so once I get dropped off, there's probably going to be a ton of people getting out of there. So that means all the sites near that crossing are going to be raged with people, so. Morning, guys. So stealth camped last night. First time since the bear got my bag. Slept pretty good. There was another guy here actually, a little ways over. But yeah, here's the camp. Alright guys, so ended up getting some cell signal and got a room at the Travel Inn in Marion, which means I'm going to do a Nero today. So I think it's like 7 miles from where I camped. And then I get like a bus ride in, or I can hitch or whatever. I think the bus comes at like 2:15. And then plan is just to resupply, eat a lot of food, get a few drinks probably, and then just definitely relax. I'm getting a package in Bland that I'm not sure when that's going to come, so I might actually be able to take it a little slow. I also forgot it's Memorial Day weekend, so I can't get that package until Tuesday unless it comes on Saturday, so yeah. Good afternoon, guys. So headed out of the Mount Rogers headquarters, so basically headed out of Marion, Virginia, where I stayed last night. Plan today is, I don't know, maybe 10-15 miles. It's already like 11:30, so nothing too crazy. Basically had a lot of Mexican food last night, edited some video, got my resupply. I'm still editing videos from like the Smokies, so I'm pretty behind on that. But anyway, met some cool people on the bus back to the headquarters. One guy, Nemo, who I guess has hiked over 10,000 miles in his life. He kind of, I don't know, his whole attitude kind of made my day today. He's just super social, wanted to know everybody's name that he didn't know, and just super positive guy, so hope to run into him again, but I think he's doing like 20, 30, 40 mile days, so I don't know about that. But the other thing is he took a couple of zeros, so maybe I will run into him. But anyway, if there's anything to see, I'll film it. So it's funny, I was going to take the later shuttle today, which was 2 o'clock. But when I'm in town, I find that I get really homesick, and I don't even know, just homesick and missing my girlfriend and my dogs, and just kind of start thinking and stuff like that. But then once you get back on trail, that all goes away and you're like fine again. And then you're out on trail for like 4 or 5 days, 6, 7. Then you get like town sick and you want to go back to town. So it's kind of like a endless cycle of that. Not a big deal, it's just kind of funny. Apparently I've summited Glade Mountain, 4,000 feet, 4,093. And once again, it does not feel like 4,000 feet compared to New Hampshire. And to be quite honest, I didn't even realize I was climbing a mountain. So yeah, that speaks to the terrain change that we've been seeing the past few days, or the past week or so. The terrain here in Virginia is like much more rolling hills. I will say the trails tend to go straight up. There are some switchbacks, but it's getting more like New England in that respect. But the hills are like, less than an hour, and you're up to the highest ones. Unlike North Carolina, where you might be spending the first half of your day, or in some cases your entire day in the Smokies, climbing or descending, which sometimes is worse. This is a view of Walker Mountain. Yeah, so the heat the past few days, I don't know if it's the lower elevation or just summer coming on, but the heat's been pretty bad, or at least that combined with the humidity, it's been pretty bad, but finally getting a break from it today. It's like overcast and actually just rained a little, which broke the heat, but basically they say the Appalachian Trail northbound is best done, quote unquote, walking with spring. And I definitely feel like I'm doing that, but now I kind of feel like I'm running from summer. I'm trying to get away from Virginia before it gets too deep into summer. It gets really hot, so I figure if I can get to Pennsylvania by July, then, which should be possible, then, it shouldn't be too much hotter than it is here now. Maybe a little more humid, but nothing I can't take, I guess, so we'll see about that. Yeah, so just past this Settlers Museum, and I had like a one-room schoolhouse, and there was some trail magic set up in there. Met like 2 of the nicest people, live like 4 miles from here, that were filling it up. It was just like coolers and coolers filled with soda, like to the brim, just like boxes of candy. So I got like 3 king-size candies and a Coke, which is pretty awesome right now, especially because I forgot to buy candy when I was in Marion, so it kind of works out. But yeah, now I got some sugar to get me up whatever hill this is, so that was nice. But yeah, definitely cool people. So the joke that Virginia is flat isn't totally incorrect, I don't think. It's not flat, but cannot get over the difference in terrain and how easy the miles are going. I think I'm going about 3 miles an hour, whereas before I was struggling for like two and change per hour. Sometimes not even that, but anyway, the difference is you can see, or you could see back there, there's like houses near the trail. I've been crossing roads like every 2 miles. So the remoteness is definitely gone, at least for now. You can hear, I think it's I-84 or 81 maybe in the background. So yeah, but at least the miles are coming easy. So Pennsylvania, here we come. Alright guys, so just crossed I-81 and another little state highway, and on the state highway there was like 3 restaurants, a gas station. I picked up two beers, 2 24-ounce Budweisers, so not great beer, but whatever, it's beer, and if I put it in a cold spring it'll turn it cold later, so that means it's gonna be a good night. Yeah, other than that, I guess what I was saying is I need to read the comments on these road crossings, because had I planned it, I would have been hungry by the time I got there instead of, you know, full on trail food, and I could have gotten Mexican again. So there you go. Yeah, so this is a memorial I just came across dedicated to the guy who got murdered and the girl who got stabbed and survived. It's pretty sad and just kind of makes it all a little more real. I think when it happened, I was like, oh, I'm 100 and some miles away, but now I'm kind of like where it happened. I'm not sure how close it is to here. I'm guessing possibly close since the memorial's here, but yeah, pretty sad. Alright guys, not sure how accurate this is still, but this is the quarter waypoint. And of course the 3/4 if you're going southbound. Alright guys, I'm like 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles from where I'm trying to camp, which is described as small camp spots right next to a stream in rhododendrons, which means it's probably nice and shady and cool. So I ran out of water like a mile ago, which sucks. So yeah, trying to visualize how nice that campsite's gonna be when I get my cold water and I get my beers in that cold stream. So the only thing that could ruin my day now is if those campsites are full. Alright guys, so these are the times that I really should be filming, just kind of show it's not all unicorns and rainbows and views and sunny days out here. I was all pumped about my site. The good sites were taken, found a decent site, but it took me like an hour to hang my bear bag, got my line stuck, lost my rucksack, which, you know, I don't know why I bought the Z-Packs bear bag kit, knowing that bears were such an issue on the AT, and I mean, you hang 100 bear bags, you're gonna probably lose a rucksack, especially in the AT. There's really not that many good branches, but anyway, I guess, you know, I'm trying not to let that crap get me down. You know, you don't need to, each time I don't need to replace it with ultralight bear cord or whatever, so, whatever, I got a decent hang. Really hope a bear doesn't steal it. If it does, I am going to defend it with rocks. Honestly, the people next to me, you know, about less than 0.1 down the trail have a real sketchy bear hang, so I'm assuming theirs is going to get taken first, if anything, but there's no comments about bears here. I mean, we are kind of in the middle of nowhere, which, I mean, obviously it's the AT, so it's not really the middle of nowhere, but I don't know, we're not near roads, so I really hope there's no problem bears around here, but we will find out. The thing I'm most worried about is my pack. I guess there's been people having bears trying to get in their packs when it's hanging from a hammock, or even trying to get into their hammock. I don't know if that's when they're in it or not, but I mean, bottom line is bear's pretty much a pest. It's not gonna hurt you 99% of the time. So I guess I'm keeping that in the back of my mind. But the past few nights I slept with my pack, but it's really uncomfortable. There's just no room for it in the hammock. But I feel like that is a better place for it than hanging, where it kind of looks like a food bag to bury. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably hang it tonight. Sleep with one ear open, which fucking sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey guys, so finally got camp set up, or at least my hammock set up. But yeah, these are the times I really should be filming, just to kind of show it's not all just views and walking and fun stuff. Like I got here, all the good sites were taken. The guide made it sound like there was a lot more sites on the river, but that's not a big deal. I found a decent hammock spot, besides the dead tree that's next to me that hopefully doesn't fall, which I don't think it will, but anyway. Took me like an hour to hang my damn bear bag. Got the rucksack stuck in a tree. Had to borrow a knife because my knife got stolen when my bear bag got stolen before Damascus, and I'm not getting a new one until Bland in a couple days. Bland, Virginia. So yeah, I had to borrow a knife, cut my line, so now I have like probably 40 feet maybe of bear line. So even if I do a full hang with all that line, it's probably not even a good one. Regardless, I got a decent one. I should actually film it. I've kind of been doing like a PCT and then usually pulling the free end away from like if there's branches near the bag, I'll pull the free end away from the branches and tie it off to another tree. And that seems to be a little better because I mean, getting a real nice branch is few and far between out here, especially with all the. There's just a lot of growth around here. So like if you find a branch, there's usually a tree right next to it. But anyway, finally got that done. Lost my Z-Packs, bear bag, the rest of the kit, which was just the rucksack, which, thinking back on it, it's like, why the hell do you need a Cuban fiber rucksack? Like, I did it with a Ziploc bag with a rock in it, which probably weighs less. But regardless, just kind of feeling dumb for buying, like, however much that Z-Packs bear bag kit cost. Like, I don't know. Unless you're going to hang it perfectly each time, like, you're probably going to lose that on a through hike.